So that's where I thought it was really worthwhile getting conversations going with industry professionals that are able to actually, articulate what they're seeing in the market right now and what they're desiring from their students. So, the industry professionals, it was really good. I guess one ended up being my mentor. He was a vice president at Goldman Sachs, and he helped me through my thesis on private equity firms. So Justin Lau, he was also a ex-Finance Honours student here as well. So, if you want to work at Goldman Sachs, you probably need to do a Finance Honours at UTS. That's the takeaway that I had. The other thing as well was he actually provided good insight of the soft skills that are required in the industry as well. And I think that's what this program can actually teach you as well, because you're not just working on technical problems, trying to solve things in a black box and then presenting it. You're actually always collaborating with, your peers and also the academics that are always going to be around you as well, supporting you to grow, your personal and your communication skills as well. So I guess I wanted to give that little prelude because I think that's very important as well. Now onto a second point, what I think is very valuable about the program was the course content itself, and that's within your first semester. That really gave you a strong foundation of everything that you need to know for your thesis, really. And a part of the course content as well, there was a lot of assessments and a lot of, individual quizzes and tests you had to do, but it's nothing like your undergrad. It actually required some, in-depth creative thinking on the spot as well. So it's nothing that you could have just recited through, reading in a textbook. You actually needed to sort of creatively try and solve a problem as you receive it. And I thought that was really worthwhile because it actually then had to push your limits a bit more rather than trying to, just recite a curriculum that you learn. And where I connect this with the industry presentations as well is that the course content you're learning is actually really applicable and it's really relatable to the things that you need to be doing in the future as well. So this is where, in a combination, I think the honours program's structured really well because you can see the direct effort of your learnings going into where your future career could be as well. I guess finally, if I was to touch on the third component of the Finance Honours program that I liked the most during my experience there was the finance thesis that you'd have to work on. And this thesis is really accumulation of your views that you've received from the industry, the knowledge you've gained through your coursework, and your own idea that you want to try and encapsulate for those two different areas that you've gained as well. So I find this thesis process was really rewarding because you needed to try and distill this piece of work or this creative idea that you really wanted to try and get down to into words, into data analysis, and into some sort of supporting material that you'll be able to present to industry and academics. And it actually ends up being something that stays with you for quite a while. I guess I'm still fairly recently graduated from this, but I feel like it's come up in a lot more conversations than not, because there's a lot of other senior people in the industry that have done their honours and they've gone through a thesis and they understand the difficulty of it. So they appreciate a person that's completed their thesis and is able to talk about it and able to, provide some insight of what they've gained from it and how it's relatable to the experiences that they would have had as well. So, in general, if I was to summarize this, my experience, it would have been across those three different areas of industry presentations, the core course content that's really relevant, and then finally your thesis that really identifies you and provides a good characteristic into, your future career and where you're going. So I hope that was a quick wrap because I'm conscious of time as well. But I'm happy to get any questions and, even offline as well, if anyone wants to reach out. That'll be okay.